So I went and saw the new Captain Marvel movie. I'm gonna say right here and now, spoiler alert. There are a couple of spoilers. The beginning with the tribute to Stan Lee in the Marvel title sequence was awesome. 100% awesome. I've always liked looking for Stan Lee in all the Marvel movies. That being said, I heard mixed reviews about it, and I guess the one thing I heard a couple of times was that the first part of it was boring, but the second part had some really good action. And, well, I'll be honest, I enjoyed it. It was not a super duper movie. I would say it was a good movie. I think it certainly fits in the MCU. It moved at a decent pace. It moved at a decent pace for me. And I enjoyed it. It was one of those movies where you don't necessarily notice that you're watching a 2-some-hour movie. You don't necessarily notice the passage of time. You're just being told a story. And, you're just being told a story. I like that kind of movie that just sort of moves along and, doesn't drag or things like that. I just, probably less than 5 minutes ago, watched Computing Forever's latest video, or one of his latest videos, where he was talking about stop politicizing movies, and I totally agree. Some people were making a big deal about a part where where one character, a minor support character, says something like, hey, can we get a smile? Okay, realize, and here's another spoiler, this movie takes place in, the mid-90s or something? And, that sort of thing was probably a little bit more acceptable then. The leftists were only just starting to get weird by then. And she just gives the guy a dirty look. That's it. She gives the guy a dirty look, and he goes, oh, okay, yeah, and he goes into the bar. It's nothing. It's in passing. It's filler. Why is anybody making any kind of a big deal about it? I don't know. I imagine we will probably see a Captain Marvel 2 at some point. There are some MCU characters I'd rather see a number 2 of before that. I wouldn't mind seeing a Black Panther 2 before that. I wouldn't mind seeing a Doctor Strange 2 before that. But I think that's going to be in this coming Phase 4. But that's my review of Captain Marvel. It was okay. I would give it a solid B, I guess, in terms of a letter grade. If you want a number, if you're doing 5 stars, I'd give it, maybe 3. If you're doing out of 10, I'd give it maybe a 7. It was okay. It was okay. And of course, the company I was keeping while watching it was a factor, I think. There were some really good funny stuff in the movie, and I always enjoy laughing with her. So, like I say, part of it was the company I was keeping watching the movie. End of review.